After defeating Lila and securing the Elfric, Serenoa and his retinue make for the source to free the Roselle. Meanwhile, Hyzantian forces commanded by Exham arrive at Castle Wolfort's doorstep, intent on claiming the salt crystal deposits for themselves. Refusing to hand over the salt, House Wolfort has barricaded themselves inside with hundreds of soldiers. Their outright defiance makes Exham cautious, suspecting some sort of trap. He opts to surround the castle and prepares for an extended siege. But the Wolfort soldiers don't move an inch. Patience worn thin, Exham orders an attack. His soldiers swarm into the castle.
Chapter 19, Hold Fast to Courage.
There's no one here.
What is the meaning of this?
Our scouts didn't see enemy soldiers. Only straw dolls.
Minister Exham, the castle is empty. They must have abandoned the castle and told their people to flee. Damn. They twisted our vigilance against us to buy themselves time.
But where have they gone to?
I cannot say. What are you scheming, Wolfort? Well, seize the castle in any case. This domain belongs to Hyzant now.
Sir.
After routing Exham with his strange strategy and seeing Wolfort's people safely to Glenbrook's crown city, Benedict disappears. His actions draw Hyzant's full attention entirely to the Wolfort domain, making it easy for Serenoa and his retinue to slip into the source. But whether they can convince the Roselle to rebel depends entirely on Frederica. Which way the winds of fate will blow is anyone's guess.
Halt! What are you... Gah!
Goddess, what have you done? Who are you?
My name is Frederica Esfrost, daughter of Orlea, the woman who led the Source Rebellion 30 years ago. With me is Lord Serenoa of House Wolfort, my husband. We have come to liberate you, but we cannot do it without your help. We need you to take a stand and fight by our side.
Husband? It's true then, what they say? That you accepted a Rosellan as one of your own?
Yes, Frederica is my wife. House Wolfort pledges itself to the Roselle's defense. Let us leave this wretched place far behind us.
Leave Hyzant? No. We'd only be throwing ourselves upon the soldiers' swords.
Our ancestors stained us with sin the moment they tried to hoard salt for themselves. The goddess will never absolve us unless we dedicate our lives serving her here. Don't keep us from our atonement.
It's not like there's anywhere for us to go, even if we fled.
There is. My mother told me of the Rosellan homeland. A place far, far to the south, surrounded by a vast expanse of salt water. Centralia. Everything's already in place for your escape. All that we need to succeed is for you to trust us.
Centralia. A vast expanse of salt water.
It's just a myth. You can't expect us to believe it's real.
I knew Lady Orlea. You do bear her likeness. She, too, insisted the Holy State's teachings were a lie. That we must break the chains the false goddess bound us with, and seek Centralia. Those words sparked rebellion. But only a handful of us managed to escape in the end. Took a bit of the goddess's statue with them. That's all.
I was a child at the time, so I don't remember it that well. Still, I doubt you lot will accomplish much more than she did.
I understand your hesitation, but nothing will change if we do not take a stand. Do you really want our people to be trapped here forever?
Of course not, but...
We fear what Hyzant will do to us.
No one can defy the goddess. That's what they have always taught us.
Lord Serenoa! Lady Frederica! Jerome! Good to see you're safe. Apologies it took us so long to get here.
Not at all, your lordship. I always knew you'd be back to help us. Can't say the same about the others, but it isn't their fault. I told them all about you, but they just can't bring themselves to disobey the goddess.
I understand. It isn't easy to act against generations of oppression and terror.
Then we destroy the very thing that represents all they fear. The statue of the goddess. Show them she can be defeated.
Best do it soon. I doubt we have much time until Hyzant realizes we're here.
None of you move.
Okay. Wow, that was a pretty epic part of the speech, but all of a sudden now I have to fight yet another one of my favorite members of the Saintly Seven, and this one is probably even more liking to my heart than to Lila, and that's Minister Camsell. Oh boy. Yay, me. Really feeling the love over here. I really was intrigued by Benedict's plan to create these straw dolls that would just kind of throw off the idea that they were just, you know, withholding inside the castle, but in reality they weren't there at all. That was genius. I mean, nothing but a stroke of genius. But I understand what the Roselle are coming from. This is generations of torture that they've been through, and obviously a lot of them may be too young to even know or remember what happened all those years ago. But at the same time, I know that Frederica can do it. I mean, they say that it's anywhere that the wind can carry them. You know, the narrator said that it's all depending on where the wind flows, but at the same time, I think that she's got what it takes. We have all the weapons we need. We have the book written by her mother. We've got the Aelfric crystals to blow up the goddess's statue. We've got, you know, Frederica Esfrost, who's going to be the spokesperson of it all. I think that we've got a number of things that we can do, but now I have to prepare for this battle coming up, so that's gonna be fun. Especially since I didn't really get much of a chance to be able to prepare for it, considering this episode just came up so short and so quickly. But anyway, we do have one character story, and that is for Decimal, one of our new recruits that we got recently. Anna, left to look after the automaton Decimal, wonders why he calls her master.
I apologize for the wait, Master Anna.
Enough with the master. How many times must I say this? But thank you. You can put it down there. What is it?
Thank you, Master, for taking me in. I hope I can be of use to you.
What's brought this on?
I was useless to my previous master, and less than useless to my master before that. But I want to be useful, in whatever small way I can.
You had a different master before that merchant?
Yes, my creator. I tried so hard to be helpful. So very, very hard. But I was so very bad at following orders. The last thing I remember is my master calling me a failure. When I came to awareness again, I was hawking wares with the merchant.
So you were thrown away. What sort of person was your first master?
You remind me of her. Even the way you speak seems similar, somehow. But when I try to recall,
What's going on? Settle down! Now!
All functions return to standard operating parameters.
It appears the merchant got the better end of this deal.
I apologize. I wish I could be of more use.
Can I just say that Decimal is absolutely adorable? I mean, I feel bad for him, but at the same time, he just can't help but make me chuckle a little bit. I mean, just the factor, though, that he was thrown away. Where is Decimal? There you are. The factor that Decimal was thrown away by his creator, and yet she was the one who called him a failure. I'm like, I don't know if Decimal's the one that's a failure here. If you're the one who created him, and he wasn't useful to you, who's that really to blame? The thing that was created, or the person that created it? I mean, that's what I think. She built Decimal, and unfortunately, some gears and stuff just didn't work out, and he just wasn't useful. So I would think that's more of the, her fault. That's what I would think. To blame it on the automaton that you created, I don't understand how that's even in correlation, considering you invented the darn thing. But at the same time, it does make me curious. I think that it's just the factor that he calls whoever he serves his master, because of the idea that, I mean, that's the person that he works for. I mean, that's literally what he's created to take. He's created to take orders, and that's it. So whoever he's taking orders from, he's going to consider his master. I mean, that's probably right in his artificial intelligence. At least that's what I would think. But anyway, I'm sorry about this being such a short episode, and I could go into a mock battle, but honestly, I like to do most of those off screen. So, in the next episode, we are going to hopefully bring out some morality out of the Roselle, some newfound courage and confidence to stand up against their oppressors, where I fight Minister Camcel at the source. A whole new map, and probably a whole new battle mechanic is going to be in this map, so we're gonna have to see what lies on the battlefield full of salt. And hopefully I won't be the one feeling said salt. This was Skymer. Wait! No! The outro was premature, I'm sorry. We actually did get a Medal of Valor, and I was getting ready to go into the encampment to do a mock battle, and I was like, oh my gosh, Archibald's here. He's probably gonna tell me. Looks like someone's ready for a class promotion. See, I keep thinking to myself, you know what, maybe this time I'm actually gonna remember to promote my guys, because, it might be slightly important. But, I think what would be the best thing for a map like this going forward is because of the absolute wholesomeness that this can provide, we gotta promote Frederica right now. I mean, why would we not promote Frederica? I mean, the fact that Frederica has gained so much courage. She stands with everyone, and she has wanted this moment for so long. You know what I mean? Like, we have gone through so many decisions where I've gone against what she would have wanted, and that much is true. Just because Frederica, you know, I was the one who sacrificed the Roselle to Hyzant, and obviously I was thinking to myself, there's no way that Frederica is going to stay in my army after I do that, you know, but she stayed with me. She had faith that I was going to, that I was still going to get the Roselle freed. And the factor that she has stood up so much for herself over this course of time is incredible. Just because, you know, she stood up to Benedict. She said, no, I've heard that before. I am no longer going to sit here thinking that one day you're just going to stand up and be like, you know what, today is going to be the day that we're going to take on, you know, the Roselle liberation, you know, and all this other kind of stuff. And we're going to free the Roselle from their oppressors. But at the same time, you know, it's just so fitting to promote her right now. I feel like there's not a better time. So let's go ahead and create our Fire Master.
It was worth every effort.
Don't say that too early. You're saying it was all well worth the effort. Yeah, the effort's still being done, Frederica. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves now. But now that she has a 5th TP, if she can actually get up to that 5 TP, her Sunfall gets even stronger. She also does get this new skill called Magic Ablaze, which increases her magic attack when she's set on a square that's set ablaze. Pretty good. She might have to take some damage from the fire tile, but if she gets extra magic attack from it, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds really good. Because she resists fire anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So Archibald, do you have more Medals of Valor in your, no you don't. Okay, so that's at least good to know. I do know that I got the Rite of Thunderstorms on Azana. She actually can't cast the skill yet, because if I look at her right now, as you can tell, she does have the Rite of Thunderstorms, but it costs her 5 TP. Which, you know, she, doesn't have. She only has 4, so obviously I'm going to have to promote her, but that chance to promote Frederica just sounded just too good in sense of the story as to where we're at right now. It was just too, fitting to let up. But, anyway, now that it's the true end of the episode, now let's go for the outro. This was Skymer, and I hope that you guys have a fantastic day. Bye, guys!